This is very exciting. We're going to be covering MCPs. My dyslexia is in full effect with these acronyms. MCPs, Model Context Protocols. So what this means is we will be able to connect tools like Mindpal, ChatGPT, Claude, AI chat, AI conversational tools to all of our other tools. So we're going to focus on Zapier today. Zapier has 7,000 tools. You can connect your AI accounts to all of these other tools. And then what's really cool is this MCP acts like, you know what it's like? It's like a switchboard operator. So when you see, I mean, I wasn't alive in the 50s, but when you see movies from the 50s and they're like, hello, and then they connect you, it's like, what's the story? Morning glory. What's the tale? Nightingale. Do you remember that? It's from Bye Bye Birdie. So they had like the switchboard operator who connects you to the right place. That's basically what this MCP server is. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you how to set this up right now. All right, so I've got this blank slate here in Zapier. You can also connect this via Make and N8N, which I've actually done that over on Make and N8N already, but I haven't done it here on Zapier, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. New MCP server. Select a client. Now you're going to select where you want it to actually go. So let's say we're going to use other, okay? Because we're going to connect it to Mindpal. So MCP server, I'm going to call this just because you want to be specific about what types of tools you're going to be connecting it with. So I'm going to call this like lead. So that's the action that it's going to do. That's like the campaign or the type of task. And then here I'm going to say Gmail, like Google Suite, and I'm going to call it LeadConnector is what's also going to connect with, which is the Zapier integration for all high-level tools. So we have a tool called Star Funnels, which is our white label version of high level. I'm going to say LeadConnector, and then I'm also going to do ConvertKit because we use that as well. So look, I can connect it to lots of different places. Now, here is where I'm going to connect it to all the tools. So I'm going to add a tool. I'm going to add Gmail, which I already have connected here, but I want to give it different types of permissions within Gmail. So again, it's like I'm hiring an assistant who has the ability to go do these things without me needing to get too specific about what it's doing. So add every available tool for Gmail. Yes, that's what I want to do. I'm going to choose my account, and I'm going to use, which one do I want to use? I'm going to use this one when it needs to be reconnected. I'm connecting it. Okay, great. I'm going to add all Gmail tools. So I'm just adding them all. It's a lot. So it can add a label to an email, delete an email, create a draft reply, create a label, create an email, blah, 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 all those things. Now I'm going to add another tool, which is going to be Google Sheets. With Google Sheets, I use a different email address, but I'm going to go and I'm going to add all Google Sheets tools. Look at how amazingly easy this is. I'm going to go here. This one should be connected because we use that email a lot. Great. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add LeadConnector, which again is high level, also known as Star Funnels if you're in our programs. So look, it can update contacts, update opportunities, stop campaigns, add tasks. And so I'm going to add all. I'm going to choose my account. Man, I need to be better at labeling these inside. Why is that not connected? That is so weird. I'm just going to check and make sure that maybe it's not the other account. Okay, it is. Okay, so what did I say? Oh, I also said I wanted to do Kit. Okay, ooh, interesting. Okay, now look, with LeadConnector or with ConvertKit, it's like it can do all these different things. Add a subscriber, find a subscriber, blah, 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 add tag, right? All of these things can be done. Okay, so now that I have all these things connected, then I'm going to go to the next step. Let me just hide this, right? Oh, 8,000 apps, not 7,000 apps. Cool. I'm going to go to connect. And then I want to be able to connect this, and I'm going to use this server URL. So treat this URL like a password. It can be used to run tools attached to the server. So we don't want to share this with anyone. I'm glad that the way that Zapier does this when we're recording is like dotted out, so you can't really see it. I'm going to copy that URL. Now, in order to do this, now I've got to go back to Mindpal, which is where I'm going to be connecting this. And I'm going to show you once I get into Mindpal here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect this first to a chatbot. So I'm going to go into my agents, then I'm going to go to chatbots. And let's say I have a viral thread genie that I made. This writes viral threads. Now, let's say I want to use this viral thread genie as a lead magnet. And so I want to give it the opportunity to take the people who use it and add them into a spreadsheet, add them into Kit, or add them into LeadConnector. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to the functional settings, and I'm actually going to edit this agent that is operating the chatbot. So I'm going to go in here, and in the knowledge sources and the output format, this is like the way that it works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it instructions to tell it that when once someone performs this task and creates their own viral genie, I'm going to add at the end, watch this, import when I usually say user, when user completes a thread, I'm going to say receive. Oh my gosh, I before E except after C. Receives a viral thread result. Ask them if they'd like to get update from Molly Mahoney via email, then ask for their name and email, and then add their name and email into a into LeadConnector and LeadConnector Kit and a Google Sheet called Viral Thread Leads. Now, usually you wouldn't need to do like all of that. I'm just showing you that this is possible. Okay, now I'm going to go into my integrations and I'm going to go to MCPs. And notice I don't have one connected to this. So I'm going to add a remote MPC server. I'm going to add the server name is going to be lead gen. I don't know if this is going to show you my whole thing. No, it's okay. Validate MCP. Okay, look at this. It found 41 tools. So good. I'm going to add that server. Oh my gosh, it can do all these things. That's so amazing. Update agent. Dope. Update chatbot. Yeah, baby. Okay, so now we're going to go back over here. So this is connected. Let's look at the history. There's no history. So we're going to go try it. I'm going to make sure it's all published and everything is good. Hold on. Okay, I just want to show you, you can actually get really specific about which sheets or which values you're using. So I'm not going to go through every little detail. I'm just going to show you how you can make this more specific. So see how it says find worksheet, and see this, have AI select a value for this field. We're actually going to set a specific value for this field. So you can choose the value, which is my Google Drive. That's the only one that's connected, but I just wanted to show you what's possible. Then for the actual spreadsheet, watch what I can do. I'm going to go into my Google Drive. I'm going to create a sheet. I'm not going to worry about organizing this. I have everything super organized in here, but we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say viral thread Mindpal tool. And I'm going to give the top of this, I'm going to give it some value. So I'm going to say name, let's do first name, last name, email, and I'm going to add date for when they're added. Okay, then I'm going to come back over here, to Zapier, and I'm going to go to my Google Drive. I'm going to go to spreadsheet, have AI select a value for this field. Nope. We're actually going to set a specific value for this. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to select, look, viral thread Mindpal tool. And then in the title, what are the missing requirements? I don't know. We're just going to have AI generate that. All right, now let's try this just with the spreadsheet. I'm going to come back over to this chatbot. I'm going to go here and I'm going to do manage publishing. This is the link for this little Mindpal guy. Say, yes, let's go. Please create a viral thread about how to use MCP with Mindpal and Zapier. Okay, it's asking for all my information. I'm going to load my company details in. So this is how someone's going to experience this on the outside, right? No longer are we giving simple checklists as a lead magnet. We're giving like actual interactive tools that they can use. It's amazing. And look, it's giving me all of these different viral threads, which I'm obsessed with. Great. This is great. It worked. I'm so glad you liked it. Would you like to get updates about more viral content tips from Molly Mahoney via email? If yes, please share your name and email so I can add you to the list. Molly Mahoney. Now, what I love about this is you can just type. You don't have to put it into a specific field, and it will pick up on what you're giving because it knows how to understand what a first name, a last name, and an email address is. Shoot. Look, this is amazing. Quick question. I couldn't find a spreadsheet named Viral Thread Leads. Did you mean Viral Thread Mindpal tool? Nope. Yes. I actually don't want it to ask people things like that, right? But I need to be clear on the back end and use the correct name. But it's smart and it found it, which means it's working. But in my instructions, I'm going to be more clear, not like making sure that it doesn't actually divulge that information. Okay, now let's go to the history over here. Dude, this is the coolest effing thing ever. So excited. Now you can see how we do this. So let's also come back in, and what I can do is I can go in here and now I can update this little guy right here and say, with the proper title, viral thread Mindpal tool. And then I'm going to say, also, please do not tell the user we are adding them to the sheet. Simply perform the task and then say something like, that's great, you are officially a part of our community. Keep an eye out for updates from Molly. And then also add their email to LeadConnector and Kit with the tag. I don't have the tags actually set, so I'm just going to leave this like this for now, and then I'm going to go back and specifically update it. I'm going to update the agent, and then I'm going to come back over here, and in my configure section, what I'm going to do is I could add them directly into a sequence that I build out on the back end. I could add them directly to a specific tag. It's just like there's so many cool possibilities. I could add them directly to an opportunity. I can update their contact with different tags, with all different kinds of stuff here when I update their contact. So the possibilities are really endless. I hope this is helpful. And if you'd like more specific support, then join us in AI Stars. I will put the information down below. This is just so awesome and so cool. And I'm really excited for you to see all of the magic that is possible when you get on the AI and automation train. Bye.